Why is it called self-mastering? Because it is something you need to discover about yourself. It is not something other people are going to discover about you. Take off the jewelry, take off the tattoos you have on the body, look into the mirror, and then just see who is standing there. Take everything away, and then what is it that you see in the mirror? Do you see there is the loving heart inside? There is the strength or the willpower inside this body. There is the discipline inside this body. There is a loyal person standing. There is pride inside of this. And these are all things. How do I put my pride here on the table? How do I put my discipline here on the table? This is the area now where we talk about these are things, they are just don't belong to the world of forms. Nevertheless, these are things that make the human being like human. If you want to go somewhere, if you have a goal and want to go somewhere, along this way, you will meet different type of hindrances that we call, that will sometimes make it difficult for you to, let's say, reach the goal where you would like to go. And to very easily explain it, one way, for example, is if you are too easily being caught by positive emotions. All types that is raising something inside of you that you are relating to, that feels really good now. But it takes you out of your ordinary. Let's take a very nice one, fame. Yes, you have a goal in the mind, what you want to achieve, but along this way, you feel there is that word of fame. And so what does it mean? It means you are getting the views, you're getting the sight of different people, and now you are encountering something that you haven't planned about it before. But now that you meet it, and now that you feel it, it's this type of fame that you could get from the people. Well, now the question still is if you can stick to your initial plan or not. Ill will. If I want to, I can tap inside of it right away, and my whole day is filled with it. No matter where I watch around on the street, there's no problem at all for me to generate the feeling that ill will starts to dominate. This feeling that you are in, does it feel good? And then the point is just like I said, it doesn't even feel good to be in it.
Right.
You know, so if we would say ill will, if at least it would give you something by staying inside that state of the mind, at least then I would understand. But if you watch at it, there is nothing positive, zero. It's like a valve. Before you start imploding, before something starts to rise too much and the pressure builds up, first of all, get rid of that steam, get rid of that air out. And that's why it sounds very ridiculous sometimes to really say, just breathe out. But it's not about the breath only. It's about how serious are you living different type of teachings and methods. So, for example, one of the next hindrances is laziness. Very easily. The lack of energy. Meaning, you have great ideas, you have great plans, all of this, but the spark to put you under fire is just not there.
Why do so many people lack the spark to act, to launch, to build momentum, to be consistent? Why do so many people lack that energy, desire, and stay lazy or dull?
I think it's a combination of the way of life people have lived before and the lack of vision, what lies in front of them. If you are expecting fast results, this is, you know, looking out into the world, what comes fast, goes fast. So restlessness, there is a nice picture you can always think about. We say it's the monkey mind. Monkey mind meaning there's always one, you're jumping from one thought to another, from one branch to another. What it means is that you are maybe having contact with a lot of branches, but it's very difficult to really focus and concentrate on one thing specifically. Now, why would I say that it is important to learn and concentrate on one thing specifically? Because this is the pure expression of what the Buddhist teaching or also the Shaolin teachings are about. You can spend your time traveling this whole world, always visiting different lakes and oceans. But the way how you are visiting them is you drive on the coastline of it, watch over it, say, okay, that's the ocean, and then you keep on driving to the next one. Which means what you do is you keep traveling the world, watching at the surface of each of these lakes and oceans. I do think that if you just stay with the Pacific Ocean and start diving down into it, you will never ever again need to visit another lake or ocean in order to make discoveries. So the point is that it is about going deeper. Going deeper means it is going to give you an insight. And so what is Buddhist teaching about? To give you insight. You need to trust in what you do. Once you have put something into your mind, don't let anyone else stop it anymore. If you continuously develop yourself, educate yourself, train yourself, seriously observe yourself, try to be honest with yourself, listen to the opinions of other people, and after all of this, you finally come up with a plan. This one now, don't doubt anymore. The plan that before that you have well thought of, that you have taken time to establish it, where you spend weeks and months of figuring out should you really do it. It is this type of plan where skeptical doubt is not necessary.
You don't need it anymore. Yeah.
No. I'm spreading self-mastery. You are your master. You take your life into the hands and decide in which direction you want to take it. It's just that you need the right methods and the right tools sometimes to go in the right direction. And that's what it is about. Learning from different people. Learning from people that already had experience before you. But ultimately, you are the one who needs to put it into practice. And this is that greatness of this whole path, that if you are open to it, things gonna come.